folks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natasha and I do book things here. Today's video is going to be my TBR Star Jar picks for the month of April. One of my favorite videos of the month. I love it. I love the element of surprise. Every month I pick however many little stars. Each individual color represents a different genre of book. And I pick some. I then try to read those books that month. It's a way for me to read my backlist books, also kind of just switch things up. I got a lot of stuff on that shelf. Before I get into that, I want to talk to you guys about last month or March's picks and how that went. I have the 4 books that I picked right here. It's these guys, so let me just tell you guys about them real quick. First one was The Black Dahlia by James Ellroy. I didn't start this. Still kind of want to read it, so I'm gonna put it back on the shelf. I'll refold the star, make a new star for it. Just didn't get a chance to get to this, so that was fail number 1. The next one I have is You by Austin Grossman. This is a sci-fi kind of book all about gaming. I tried guys. I got, let me see here, 195 pages in, so like that's 200 pages into this book, and I was bored to death. So bored. I was listening to it on audiobook while I read it, and horribly boring. And so I'm going to DNF this, donate it back to my used bookstore, and take my little bookmark out and just accept that this was not for me. I found it very, very boring. I would consider that, I suppose, fail number 2. It's going good. It's going great. The third book I picked is The Edge of Everything by Jeff Gillies, I don't know. This is a YA fantasy kind of book about this girl and her family living in this like snowstorm, and then this magical person appears who is like a bounty hunter from hell. I DNF this too. DNF this at page 73. Was not for me. I found the writing like really not good, and like I could tell that the way the story was going, it was going to be like very insta-lovey with this like character that appeared out of nowhere. And it's all set in like a blizzard, and you know, maybe if I read this like in the mix of like December snow in Canada, I would have been like a little bit more interested. But right now, nope. Really neat. I want more books to have like this on the pages, like that's cool. But is it aesthetic enough for me to keep? No, it's not. So that will go back to a bookstore or whatever while we're keeping tab. That is fail number 3. And then the last one that I picked was a contemporary romance book called One Day by David Nichols, and I did read and finish this. Yay! You guys will hear more about this in my wrap-up. Those were the 4 books. I failed on 3. I read 1. Sometimes it happens. The last couple months I've been doing really good. I read, I think, most of them, if not all of them that I picked. Just not this month. Not that didn't work for me. And that's okay. I'm giving myself permission to DNF books, to move on from things that aren't working for me. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. 4 might have been ambitious, so we'll see what we get this month. I think I'm gonna pick 3, just to give myself room to read them, because I do have a couple big things I want to tackle this month. I am planning on reading Pet Sematary in 5 days. Before the movie comes out. I'm also participating in Fantasy-a-thon, so I have a lot of like heavy fantasy books, heavy for me fantasy books, and so I want to try not to stress myself out too much, because I have a feeling I won't be getting to the books that I pick until after the 15th, the last part of the month. So anyway, so I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna mix these all up. Actually, before I do that, I need to pull out my handy dandy list of what all of these mean. So I pulled up my little handy dandy list of what all of these mean. I did get a comment in the last video that people were very curious about what these like few light gray ones are. They are classics, guys. There's not that many in here. They're classics. Let's mix them up. I'm gonna do, as always, I do the one from the very corner of the box down here. It's this one, and it is this blue. Oh. Alright, so this blue, according to my, I'm gonna block the light there. According to my list, I think is a non-fiction. I think, or a fantasy, which this month might be convenient if I'm participating in Fantasy-a-thon, but I think it's non-fiction. So let's get these suckers open. I know what this is. Okay, this is in fact a non-fiction. I don't know if this is the book that I can read like linear. Anyway, okay. The book that I grabbed is Teen Witch. It's about Wicca, and it's a book that I bought because it was hilarious. So let me find it. I found it. So I got this because it was a cover buy, and it's so fucking funny. This is this was written in 1998, and this is what it looks like. It says Teen Witch, Wicca for a New Generation by Silver Ravenwolf. And man, just look at this cover. Wonderful. It's quite funny. Like, I don't know, it's geared towards teens, but it's geared towards like 1998 teens, which like, even then I was 9, so I wasn't really a teen, but still, I think this is gonna be hilarious. So it says, so you wanna be a witch? Come on, you know that you'd look glamorous and powerful in black. Well, this book is here to let you know that wearing black clothing and threatening people with hexes and curses won't make you a witch. In fact, neither will joining a coven or being initiated. What this book will show you is that how you live, how you deal with others, and how you incorporate Wiccan laws into your life determines whether or not you are a true witch. And then blah, 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 blah. I bought this basically because of the cover and the fact that it's this little like relic of history. But I'll read it, why not? Because I'd really like to see sort of like how the language is and stuff. I think that's gonna be fun. Yeah, okay, I'll read that, that's fun. Based on that, I might pick like 3 novels. We'll see how this goes. Book number 2. Alright, mix them up again. And I'll pick one from up here. That is a pink. Pink ones are contemporary. So we'll see what we get here. I can open it. I tell you, the nails help. Alright, let's unfold. See what we got. Ooh, have I read this already? No, I don't think I have. This is, I don't know how well you guys can see that at all. This is a map for wrecked girls by Jessica Taylor. I have that, I think, confused with the Nowhere Girls, which I already read. Alright, so that is this book here, a map for wrecked girls. This is an ARC copy that I grabbed because my Value Village is not supposed to sell ARCs. And so I took it. Yeah, there's that. It says, in this twisting tale of loyalty, betrayal, and love, 2 sisters must survive the wild if they can first survive each other. For fans of Pretty Little Liars and Gone Girl. Is this contemporary? Hold on. I have a feeling this is not contemporary. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. And the 2 have always been best friends until something happens that wrecks them. Then the unthinkable occurs, a watery nightmare off the dazzling coast. The girls wash up on shore stranded. Their only companion is Alex, a boy. So it's like a survival something or other. Contemporary teen survival. Yeah, I'm into it. Alright, let's pick one more, shall we? Dig around. Pick another one, maybe from like the middle. This one? Ooh, a green. Ooh, a green. A green. A green is either a horror or a thriller. So we'll see. Let's open it up, see what we get. I'd be into either one of those. Oh no. I think I know what this is. Yeah, okay. Fuck. Oh, great. This is Dawn of the Dreadfuls, which I believe is the book before Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Yeah, that's what that is. It is this. I somehow own Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, have not read Pride and Prejudice, have not read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, but I'll read the prequel to them all. Readers will witness the birth of a heroine in Dawn of the Dreadfuls, a thrilling prequel set 4 years before the horrific events of Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. As our story opens, the Bennet sisters are enjoying a peaceful life in the English countryside. They idle away their days reading, gardening, and daydreaming about future husbands until a funeral at the local parish goes strange and horribly awry. Suddenly corpses are springing from the soft earth, and only one family can stop them. As the bodies pile up, we watch Elizabeth Bennet evolve from a naive young teenager into a savage slayer of the undead. Along the way, blah blah blah, men will try to win her heart. Cool. I got it for like 25 cents. If I don't read it, that's fine, you know? And because of those 3 books that I picked, I will pick another one. Just for shits and gigs, you know? Let's do a 4th book here. Let's go down in the corner. I got that one. A purple? Have we pulled a purple yet this year? Because purple is magical realism. Well, I don't think we have. I think this is a new one for the TBR Star Jar picks. So let's see what this is. I can't open this one though. Okay, so this is a book called The Discovery of Flight. I don't know what this is. It is short. I met the author. She seemed nice. I feel bad I don't remember the name of her book, but I do know what book it is now that I looked it up. I found the book. It is this little bitty one. This one I actually won at a panel. The author signed it for me and everything, but I had never heard of this before. And so let me read what this is about. It says, 16-year-old Libby has cerebral palsy and is only able to communicate with assistive technology. She can control her computer by moving her eyes. In this way, slowly and methodically, she writes a fantasy novel called The Discovery of Flight as a present for her sister Sophie's 13th birthday. It is a story of a hawk named Aya who is telepathically linked to a human girl who resembles Sophie. Interwoven with Libby's novel is Sophie's diary, which chronicles the siblings' everyday life and maps the progress of Libby's illness. Though Libby describes a fictional world and Sophie the real one, their stories start to overlap and gradually come together as a testament to the powers of love and imagination. So this is actually, she talked about it as being a bit more like magical, so that's why I put it as magical realism. But it seems really interesting. There's also like little illustrations and stuff in it. So I have a feeling this would go by pretty quickly, and I'm really interested to see sort of the parallel like between that, because I have a cousin, he is fully paralyzed from the neck down. Interested to see if any of that sort of like brings back memories in my mind of like what I thought of my cousin at that age. I don't know, be really interesting. Those are the 4 books. Again, I feel like I picked colors all similar, like in this like dark like blue kind of like range. Isn't that interesting? Every month they've been aesthetically close to each other. So a little recap here. We have How to Be a Teen Witch in 1998. We have a sister contemporary survival story, YA. We have Pride and Prejudice and Zombies prequel. And we have a magical realism by a local author. So a bunch of pretty interesting different stuff. Let me know in the comments down below if you have heard of or checked out any of these books. Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting month. I think I can successfully read all 4 of these. I think that's going to happen. So as always, leave me any comments down below, and until my next video, I'll talk to you soon.